preseason, but still nice to get one in the win column?
Oh, it's always nice to win. And I mean, it's way more fun to win than lose, no matter what the situation or the game is. So, but they worked really hard. They wanted to win. They know hadn't played as well as they're capable of playing. And even though there was still a lot of mistakes made, you could see the effort and the will was there. So that was very encouraging.
You talked about wanting to play faster. Did you see a bit of that tonight?
A little bit. There's so many penalties. It was hard really to get into it. But I mean, I thought, we finally, I don't know if the shots were anywhere near right, but I mean, to hold them under 25 shots is a pretty good thing, even if they don't have Draisaitl playing.
You talk about the number of power plays, but at the same time, your power play scores 3 times. You got to be pleased with that.
Yeah, when Petey gets that shot going, he's pretty dangerous, and the power play can be dangerous. But in this league, it's such an even league that the power plays usually are the difference makers. So I mean, if our power play scored one more goal than theirs, then I think that was the difference.
Bruce, it looked this morning like JT was going to play. He didn't. Is there?
Well, the plan was to play him Friday, and I mean, we didn't want to throw everybody out there. And I mean, he'd played a couple games. We only wanted him to play 3 preseason games. So the plan is for him to play Friday.
One of the progress things for young players to be engaged, not just to be a skill set. And Pettersson showed that tonight, and he talked a lot about it today in the sense that he needs to be that kind of a player. What does it mean about coach?
Well, you know what? You could tell from the very first shift. I mean, he goes out there and he hits somebody, knocks him over, then he takes another hit, and that's what leadership is. And I think Petey really wants to become a leader, but I mean, he led all night long, and that was great.
Coach, you've said you wanted to see complete games from your group through the rest of the preseason here. Did you see more of that tonight?
We saw more of it. It's not complete yet. I mean, there was a lot of scrambly mistakes in our own zone, which we really have to clean up. I mean, and they will be cleaned up. But saw a lot better things going on tonight with the defense and with the forwards coming in to support them.
Bruce, you played Kyle Burroughs on the left side tonight. How important was it for you to get a look at what he can do as an option on his offside?
Well, he played a lot of his offside when I first got here last year and was fine, so I was comfortable with him doing that. But I mean, if we have to start the season with him on the offside, it's great for him to get a couple games in and to feel comfortable, especially playing with Tyler, who he hadn't played with probably all last year.
Tucker Pullman gets a shot with Oliver Ekman-Larsson. You wanted to play him a lot in preseason, see how he handled it. What have you seen to this point? What did you see tonight?
Well, I thought it was his best game tonight, and every game he keeps getting stronger. Like, I mean, in the first game he played okay, but faded near the end. And the second game he probably lasted till 2 periods before he started fading. I thought this was way more complete tonight, and that's just because of a lack of playing. It's nothing to do with it. So the more he plays, I think the better and stronger he'll get.
Bill Zaman also got a look in a spot where if he wins the job, we could see him potentially. What have you seen from him over the course of camp? What have you seen from him?
Well, I thought over the course of the camp, like, he's opened eyes, with his speed. When we did the skating, it wasn't a test, but when we had the good skate the one day, and his endurance was great, but he's so smart defensively, and that line had a roll. We tried to put them on almost all the time with Connor, but I mean, sometimes Connor's shifts are 2 minutes long, and you have to have somebody else to go against them. But I thought that line did a really good job, and he was very responsible in his own zone. So we were all just talking about that. We thought he played very well.
How about McCabe? I know that you had said last week you were hoping he would skate this week. Has he started skating?
He's skated a couple times right now, but I mean, it's still a process before he's game ready.
Do you think he'll be practice ready?
That's up to the doctor. He hasn't told me yet. I just know he's skated 2 days, and Brock has skated 5 or 6, and hopefully they're ready sooner than later.
Travis Dermott?
He didn't skate today.
And what about Justin Dowling and Phil DiGiuseppe?
Well, I think Justin is getting ready to, I mean, he's been out for a while. I don't know 100% when his timetable is. DiGiuseppe, we're still evaluating him. We haven't, the doctors haven't really found out if there's anything really wrong with him, so we're still evaluating that.
With the last preseason game on Friday, how important was the performance of some of those guys, whether it's an Oman or a Burrows tonight. Do you plan to use that Friday game as a dress rehearsals?
Well, you know what, some people do. Some people think, okay, this was the game that we really wanted to show that we could play. And, but we haven't made that decision on the lineup that's going to take place on Friday. I mean, we're only down to 25 players, so it's got to be a pretty good lineup, no matter who's in it. So I mean, but we want to get better as a team, and if we have success in the last two games, you sort of forget the first five, and you just move on into the season.
Hoglander gets the early goal. Has he shown you what you wanted to see from him in this season?
In bits and pieces, I mean, but I thought he was good tonight. He got that clip in the nose and took some stitches, but he's around the puck, and when he's scoring, he's doing a good job.
You played Dickinson and Lazar a fair bit together at even strength and on penalty kill. What have you thought of that tandem, and what did you think of them tonight?
Well, I thought that was a very good game by those guys, and I mean, they had a role. From the beginning of camp, when we put them together, they know their role is a shutdown role, and if they can do that successfully, we're going to be a hard team to play against, because I mean, we'll have more than enough players that can go out there, whether it's third, fourth line or bottom six, and get the job done. Those guys could get the job done. That's real good.
Bruce, Jack Rathbone not in the lineup tonight. Will we see him on Friday?
I don't know. There's a good chance, I would think.
Is there anything we can read into him?
No. I mean, this is the first time we wanted to play all 6 of our guys, that we hadn't put them together. And when we were toying with, Ekman Larson and Pullman, we wanted to get Hughes back with Shen because for whatever reason it works. And we wanted to see Burrows on the left side. So we can only dress so many guys. So we'll see after we talk to, management and we have our meetings tomorrow. We'll figure out who's going to play Friday.
Thatcher didn't dress tonight. Was that all part of the plan too, just to give him a complete?
Yeah, we only wanted him to play in 3 games, so I mean, he will play Friday.
Thank you.
Okay, so I just thought I'd give you that.
Bruce, there's a couple times where Tanner Pearson's the first guy in to back up some players after some dirty hits. How important is that from a veteran player, and what does that do for?
Well, I would hope it shows everybody else what you have to do to protect your team, and he did it. And you know what? I'll take those penalties all night long. When you're out there and you're playing for your team, no matter what the situation, that's great news. And he did it, and he did it willingly.